Holla ballers and a bro fist to you all! It's Friday of raiding week! Oh my god! Raiding week is underway! 6 out of 7 in 2 raid nights! I'm alright with that! Got myself the Warforged dagger. Shank a bitch! That's what I'll be doing. Oh yeah! What a wonderful raid Heimall is! We're all happy! Unless you're stuck on Tectus. Oh, but watch out on the YouTube channel. Some tips coming out for you melees who are struggling on the old tech tie. Daddy will sort you out. Daddy will sort you out. Get you all fixed up. Get you all fixed up and ready to fuck it in the ass. You fucking big earthen bastard. Take it. Take it. Oh, shank a bitch. It's all good. It's all good. Raiding week is underway and we're fucking feeling it. I love raiding week. I haven't raided in like 2 years. Yeah? Get that under your belts. Put that in your pipe. I haven't raided in like 2 years and had a fucking blast doing it. A blast. It's been great. It's been great fun. Some videos up on the Stark Industries YouTube channel, I believe. So you can go and check it out there. You can go and check it out if you want to see that stuff. Oh yeah, a shanking. We'll start rocking and rolling. Way! But that's not why you're here right now. It's not why you're here right now. It's drama time. Calm down. Calm down. Relax the shoulders. Relax the shoulders. Calm down. Calm down. It's time for some drama. What have I got prepared for you today? Well. I've got some funny little stories. I've got some real tragedies that go on in the newbie world. You might be above that now. You might be have risen, have ascended to the level where the newbiness doesn't exist anymore. But you still wonder as you look down from your perch, you elitist gits. What's it like down there? What's it like? What's going on? What's down there? And that's what we're going to find out today, because it's all going on down there, and you don't even know. You don't even know. It's dish face time. Let's kick off with a little short one. Who's going to be the dick? I need one person who's a dick. I need one person who's a dick, and they're going to be the chief primary cocker in this one. Chief primary cocker. Who's going to say, I'll give it a couple of seconds until the names come in. Madness. Don't make me go back. Don't make me go back. Sometimes you want to go back. Right, who was first? Slip, you're in. Slip. I'm going with Slip. Boom. Right, Slip's our main arsehole. This is a short one. Don't worry, it's a little short one. A little taster of things to come. All right, let's go. This one's called I'm a Scrub. Hey! I'm a Scrub. All right, to start off with, I don't know mob names and stuff, so I Googled it, as you might do. I wouldn't, because I know them, right? Scrub. Just point it out, right? We know it. All right. So one day, me and my friend Slip, one day, my friend Slip comes up to me and he says, yo, bro, you gotta come play WoW. My dad plays it and it's epic. You will love it if you play. Because his dad does, right? Whatever your dad does is bound to be awesome. All right? Simple. Little did I know, Slip didn't give a shit if I enjoyed the game or not. So we asked the question. Why did Slip want our author to play the game? Yeah? Why did randomly Slip approach our friend who didn't play WoW at all to come and play the game? There's only one answer, and it's standard these days, bro, isn't it? It's standard these days. Standard. Why? Hey, you who's never played Warcraft, you should come play World of Warcraft with me for no reason whatsoever, just because you'll really enjoy it. Alright? For science. I'm out. So the next day, he sends me a link to some recruiter friend shit and says, I must use this link or I can't play. There is no other way to play this game unless you click this link. Click it. Click the link. Stop being a jerk. Just click the link. There's no other way to play it. No other way. It doesn't exist. Okay? Just click the link. So I agreed. Why not? I mean, this is what my friend is telling me. He starts me off as a human hunter, and he plays a human pally. I kind of like hitting shit and clicking spells that made cool effects. You don't get barrage for quite a while. I'm just saying. You don't get it for quite a while. Then he takes me to this weird zone full of farms. And there are lots and lots of these fucking harvesters. So now I'm thinking, what do we do? My friend jumped inside a giant shredder and starts killing all these bigger harvesters. Seems okay. But my friend tells me I wasn't allowed to use a shredder as it was my first character and you can only get them after you've been playing for a while. So I had to kill them by hand. No, whoa, don't click that. It will cancel your subscription. Seriously, if you click that thing, no, listen to me. Have faith in what I'm telling you, all right? Have faith in what I'm telling you. Don't click that, because it literally just deletes the game, yeah? Because you haven't been playing enough. That's the only reason why. You haven't been playing enough. I then spent 2 fucking hours killing them all on my own. Then, Slip tells me he had to go and fix another quest or something. What he actually did was go and eat lunch. So I waited for him while he fixed his quests. Gotta go fix a quest. Be back in like 30 minutes, yeah? Just wait here. Don't get lost now. Stay still. Don't go away. Stay there. Alright? I'll be back. Gotta go fix this quest up because it's a problem and we don't want to be in that problem. Alright, good. He then came back and I was super hyped after I'd killed them all. Super hyped to move on to the next quest. Next, after Slip not telling me he completely fucked me over, he took me to a big-ass quarry where we helped some guards stop an invasion. That was really fun. Then again, he somehow got inside another one of those shredder machines and went off to kill a large tree boss. He said to me, "You can't come, as only one person is allowed in this cave at a time." So I stood outside the cave, listening, and waited and waited. One person per quest, okay? Don't go in that cave. It's occupied. Occupado, motherfucker. Occupado in the cave, okay? Wait your turn before you go in the cave. Secret what goes on in there. Super fucking secret. I waited and waited. He came back about 20 minutes later and told me it was a really hard fight until you had the shredder, but I wasn't allowed a shredder as I was new. Oh, you're going to need the shredder for this one. Woo! Don't go in there. Don't go in there. You need the shredder, but you're new. You're new. So I went ahead to fight this boss anyway. And let's say it is the hardest thing I've ever done in World of Warcraft, and I still play to this day. I died at least 50 times. I was so fucking confused as to why I could not kill this tree. Anyway, 3 hours later I gave up and nearly cried as I couldn't get past this quest. I asked him why is it so hard for me to do? And he came with me. He came to me with the solid reply, "You just suck." Alright, let me explain it to you in words you're going to understand, alright? The reason this is taking you so long, the reason you're not able to down this boss, is because you suck. So I asked him, "Are you sure this is what I'm supposed to do? Are you sure this is right?" And he replied to me, "Why would I ever lie to you? You can trust me. I'm a friend. You can trust me. You can trust me." This shit continued for another couple of days until he got a really cool new mount on a Friday. Which I now know he was using me for. And after that, he logged off and showed it off to me and then logged off again. He logged on, showed it off, and then logged off. I've never played with him on WoW to this day. And I'm still stuck with a level 24 druid at the quarry. Sad days. Oh, look at my mount. See ya. See ya, buddy. Woo! Bye. I love it. So fucking trolled. Got his mount though, right? Who's the real winner? You might complain, but who's the real winner? You got his mount though. Got his mount. Freaking love it. Right. Oh my god. Right. Okay. This one is a collection of mini short stories, which I really, really like. You really, really like. It says we don't have to change the names, but we're going to change them as we go through it. So it'll be like as and when. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I couldn't work out. I think it might. I don't know. I don't know what zombie was. Okay. Introduction. Good evening to you, preacher and the ballers. I've done it all. Listening to Drama Fridays, I've nodded solemnly at every story and seen most of these scenarios play out before me, and I've been involved in a few myself. WoW is not my first MMO. I had dabbled in the EverQuest and played Asheron's Call 2 to the point of addiction. Before that, though, there was a teaser cinematic from Blizzard for WoW, which stuck in my head. And when it was properly announced, my friends and I collectively lost our shit. I started out in the US Alpha vanilla and snuck into every beta I could, including the one Asian beta where you had to use a social security number to join up, and I am from Team Denmark. I had immense fun playing these, and I was looking forward to it as a supplement to the pen and paper role-playing evenings. Alright, hold your horses. You heard that, right? It's pen and paper role-playing. We're going in. We're going in. We're going down the road. You ready? We're going down the road. We're going down the road. The pen and paper role-play evenings I had weekly, where I could enjoy lots of stories. Mind you, back then role-playing was a natural part of MMOs, and people would, if not, play a role themselves. Respect others who did, if not outright avoid them. So it was only natural to assume this is what World of Warcraft would be like. Chapter 1. So about that role-playing. When release finally hit, I was the end of technical high school, 13th year, and my circle of friends had somewhat changed after the release. Gaming had become an everyman's hobby. Esport had taken off with Counter-Strike and Battlefield, and previous people who had never touched a game on the PC were competitive to the extreme. This was especially common at my high school, where we had yearly LAN events and attendances ranging between 100 to 200 people LANing it up. That sounds like a Doom 2 fest to me, to be honest. Doom 2, still repping the LAN parties. The only person I knew from there who was interested in this was one of these players. Like a competitive Counter-Strike player who was and still is charismatic and a hell of a funny guy called Burton. Burton, you're charismatic and a hell of a funny guy. Mr. Burton. The other one was a childhood friend who I'm still also good friends with, non-relevant to the stories below. I decided to roll with Burton and my childhood friend, followed along onto the server in the EU. Hold on a minute, I said. PvP server. Burton knew I was not competitive, but casually replied, "Don't worry." I feel Burton's sneaky. "Don't worry. It's mostly non-PvP zones. You'll be fine." So, as we know, our author is a bit of a pussy. A bit of a pussy. He doesn't want to roll on a PvP server. I knew it had to be bullshit, but I drew my experience from Asheron's Call 2 and expected there to be dedicated PvP zones that I could just avoid. The PvP will be contained, right? The PvP is in a safe environment, like a PvP area. Safe. I'm safe as long as I don't go there, right? Burton said yes. It was a white lie. He knew it wasn't like that, but he genuinely wanted me to roll with him, as we were very good friends, and figured I would overcome my hatred of PvP. We rolled the Horde. Something I wasn't too keen on, but at least it was something completely new from all the alpha and beta experience I had had as Alliance. Rumours about what class was best were flying around the internet. Shamans were looking good. Mages likewise, if you liked tanking. Warriors were the way to go. Okay. Remember, this is vanilla. What was going to be best? We had to decide. The game came out live. So I decided I would roll a Shadow Priest. Oh, did you fuck up? Oh, dearie, dearie me. Rolled the dice. See what's going to come out, right? Shamans look good. Warriors look good. Like the mage. But this Shadow Priest... that's what's gonna be the shit in vanilla, isn't it? Shadow Priest. That's the way we're gonna go. Oh dear. If that doesn't make sense, it's because I was lost in the predictions and decided to stick with something I'd at least tried before. But I liked the Shadow Priest. It was good. It's good. My undead female Shadow Priest was born. And I grinded through the first couple of zones. Had I continued into the Hillsbrad foothills, I probably would have quit the game then and there. But like a call from God, a call from the heavens, Burton whispered me and said, "It's time for the Wailing Caverns." Game face. Wailing Caverns. Game face. He'd assembled a group. He'd heal on his priest. We had a shaman tank. One of his friends from Counter-Strike, and a hunter who could off-tank with his pet. We're all set. We got 2 tanks. We got a shaman and we got a pet. And I'm healing, right? It's all square. This and a Shadow Priest. Wailing Caverns, shaman tank, hunter off-pet tanking, Shadow Priest, right? Everybody clear? Everybody clear, right? We're going in. We're going in. In we go. Things were going well. This was a huge instance with lots of stuff to do. And since we were pre-made, we didn't have anyone quit when things got a little tough. Lord Pythos stood before us. You remember with the first kill of Lord Pythos, guys? You remember when Pythos facing the dust? Doom. Down he goes. Lord Pythos stood before us, and he fell before our might, dropping the stinging viper. A great-looking one-handed mace with a poison proc. Ooh. You don't even know. You don't even know, vanilla groups. You don't even know what it was like. Pythos down. Pythos down. Guild chat. Pythos down, bitches. Look at what dropped. A mace with a poison proc. So what did I do as a spellcasting priest? Rolled need and scooped up an upgrade to my paltry staff. I didn't even have an offhand, but this thing had more DPS on it. It's got more top-end damage, yo. So what are you even messing with? Yeah? I got my Pythos upgrade. I got my Pythos mace. And fucking look at the top end, though. Look at the top end. I'll be swinging. I'll be swinging it. And at the time, the optimal rotation I had found on my Shadow Priest, right? Optimal rotation was to whack the mob in between Mind Flays. Whack the mob here. Mind Flay. Thunk. Mind Flay. Thunk. What the fuck? The shaman wrote in text. You don't need on shit. You don't need. I simply said, it's an upgrade. So I needed it. He raged on and Burton was mortified and stuck between two friends. He couldn't condone my role, but the rage was over the top. We continued on. Yeah, did he simcraft that? He simcraft it though? We continued on, and the shaman threatened to leave. And he's tanking, right? Your tank's threatening to leave. What are you going to do? Just tank with a pet? That would be idiotic. They can't let the shaman tank leave. The shaman threatened to leave unless I promised not to roll need on anything before he had okayed it. It needs to be vetoed, yeah? He is the fucking judge and jury. Being the bigger man, I said, sure, mate. And split the cloth loot evenly with Burton for the rest of the run. Every time something dropped, the shaman typed out something along the line of... Every time something dropped, the shaman stopped and typed out something along the lines of, are you sure you don't need it? Are you sure? And swore that he would leave if I pulled another stunt. I never saw that shaman again, and Burton still jokes about it to this day. There was no role-playing on my realm. WoW was competitive even in low-level PvE. Everyone logging the Pythos kill. So competitive. Imagine being in that guild that downed Pythos day one. Shit, son. You guys were ahead of the fucking curve. WoW was competitive even in low-level PvE. And though I tried to have some fun with people by acting creepy and hungry for their eyeball juice. And role-playing. The fuck is this guy on about? What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? With my undead female flirt emote, no one was interested in role-playing with me. Can you imagine? This place sucks. No, I'm trying to... We're having fun, okay? Just give me your eyeball juice. Just give it me. Come on. Come on. I'm hungry for your juice. I'm hungry for your eyeball juice. Come on. We're having fun now. Me and you. Me and you. We're just having fun. We're having fun. I solo leveled slowly. The people I knew in game were miles ahead, and the level progression was made all the worse by the fact that Shadow Priests weren't exactly the fastest of killers with their Mind Blast, Shadow Word Pain, and Mind Flay combo, plus that one occasional funk. I'd finally progressed into neutral territory in the infamous Tara Mill PvP, which did ultimately kill my joy for the game. Tara Mill never forget. Apparently it's back in the game, still not done it. Still not done it. I'm honest with you, I've not done a single BG in Walls of Draenor. Too busy! It's too much to do! Are you kidding me? Raids are out. After being furiously corpse camped again and again, I decided that I would leave the game for the good of my blood pressure. How many of you long for the days of Tara Mill South Shore PvP? You long for it. You long for it. Quit the game. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Couldn't get in the ogre cave. Couldn't get down to that little wall and start finding his things. Terrible. Chapter 2, though, the return and raiding. I decided to try something different after a few months when I rejoined. My girlfriend at the time, who borrowed my account in the week meanwhile... Oh, you gave her a priest? Oh, had played a female Tauren druid up to around 20. Being bad at English, I'd kept her company explaining what the quest said and what she could do. Oh, can't you get it in your native tongue? I'm sure you could. I can't believe you had to sit and read all the quests in WoW. Holy crap. Imagine that. While somebody else played, you just read the quests for them in English. That sounds really bad. I feel for you. I do. Account sharing as well. What is this? What is going on? Account sharing as well. I pulled myself together. She got her own account. I decided to play that druid, as it looked a ton of fun. It honestly was, as the official World of Warcraft page had told me. Now, I don't want to be that guy, but reading the official World of Warcraft page in vanilla was not the best way of picking a class. I'm just going to put it out there. There was a lot of bullshit on there. Blizzard had described the druid as a jack-of-all-traits hybrid that could adapt to any situation, which was a brilliant idea that suited me perfectly. Now, I don't want to be that guy. It's not going to work out that way, unfortunately, again. So, Shadow Priest in vanilla, and really going to be a druid who can do everything. They can tank, they can heal, they can range DPS, and they can melee. Says Blizzard. Says Blizzard. I pulled it together to get capped and clenched my jaw through the world PvP. Playing as a mix of feral and balance. Where were your talents spent? Where were your talents spent? It was like range DPS until it got close, then motherfucking cat. Rah! Moonfire! Wrath! Rah! Claw! Going down. Owned it. So good. So good. It wasn't faster than the priest. Slower than a shadow priest. Slower than a shadow priest. And then rooting. And then going back out. And then back out a cat into balance mode. Feral balance best hybrid. You know it. It was slower than a shadow priest. Right? Just putting it out there. But it was fun mixing up Moonfire, going into cat or bear. 3 specs. Cat or bear. And having some ability or another to press constantly. Look at all the stuff I can do. Look at it. I'm fucking moonfiring and I'm clawing at shit. Now I'm in a bear. It's all good. It's all good. I eventually capped. I quested through the lower Blackrock Spire and got the key for UBRS. So I could sell entrance to the instance. You're that guy. Aw. I bought an epic mount with the gold. And I was living the high life of a solo player. Until I decided it was time to raid. I wasn't ignorant though. I wasn't stupid. I knew that I'd have to probably innovate in Molten Core, which was farm content for most at the time, and stop cast, Healing Touch, rank 4 for hours on end. He knew. He accepted his fate. I need to raid. I know what's going to happen. So I found a guild that seemed nice enough. Seemed nice enough. Healing Touch rank 4. Here we go. Introducing Fat Frostbolt. The guild leader. Introducing Fat Frostbolt. He said that I would have to heal. As expected. I even talked him into letting me go feral on farm content and to give me agility leather after their rogues had gotten theirs if I agreed to heal. Now, as a raid leader in vanilla, which I was, if a guy comes to me and we desperately need healers, which we did in vanilla, and says to me, I will heal as long as at some point I could definitely go feral and take leather. Now, I'm probably going to say yes to that. Now, the truth of that yes, that's up in the clouds. I've got to be honest with you. This finger's crossed. This finger's crossed all over this bitch. All over this agreement. This is a contract that may or may not be broken. I'm just going to put it out there. If literally no one wants it, go for it. Go for it. The fat frostbolt agreed. As promised, I started out healing and innovating in Molten Core. I became the guild's official skinner and was that guy who complained constantly about the core hounds. This kept on for over a month. I didn't get a single piece of agility gear as there was always some rogue or another who wanted it. The day came when I checked people and I was next in line for some gear. This is when Fat Frostbolt whispered me and told me that my healing was dog shit and kicked me from the guild when some leather dropped. I need that. Bye. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Bye. This is not... I don't need a feral druid. I was a liar. I fooled you. I fooled you. I pulled the wool over your eyes. I don't need a feral druid. I'd never want to see a cat in this raid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't care if nobody needs it. I don't care. I just do not want to see a cat in this raid. You're gone. I'm sorry. I just keep casting Healing Touch. Shut the fuck up and carry on. All right? Just do that for me. Okay? Okay, can you do that? If you could just press Healing Touch rank 4, we've got no problem here. We've got no... No. Okay, you're gone. Bye. This was a depressing moment. My girlfriend had already left me because of my addiction to the game. You took her account and she left you when you gamed it? That sucked. That sucks. I was still unemployed and now I couldn't even raid Molten Core. So I took up drinking, which turned out to not be a great idea. Brackets, not being sarcastic. There was a Finnish guild on the server that was semi-casual. Semi-casual. Yeah, semi-casual local hardcore raiding. Yeah. Social. So, semi-casual, social, hardcore, mid-level raiding. No requirements. Please have a 650 item level for LFR. Okay. Okay. But they still did some 20-man raiding. I'd met one of their players in a dungeon, drunk off my rocker, and he liked me. That's a Finnish all over, innit? That's a Finnish guy all over. Are you drunk as fuck? I like you. I like your attitude. Good man. Good man. Come on. Come along. Come along. Drunk off my rocker, and he likes me. He said, oh, what's a Finnish accent? Come join us. Come join us, friend. You can drink as we raid. We all do. That was more Russian than anything. But still, we're going with it. We're Finnish now. That's my Finnish accent. Deal with it. This was a guild of broken Finnish men. A bunch of broken Finnish men who had decided to say, fuck it all, to serious raiding, as well as life in general. Okay, we're joining the alcoholic Finnish guild who fuck it all. So they just decided to blast metal music on Ventrilo while we drank and raided. It was a blast. It was a blast. No one ever got angry when we wiped. And we did manage to get through Zul'Gurub and Anchorage 20. Best of all, I could play my druid the way I liked it, as a hybrid jack of all trades. People still remember Vanilla WoW raiding as pure classes only, but I tell you, druid tanks with mixed cloth, leather, fire resist gear could tank Ragnaros. Warriors could DPS. Warriors were the top DPS in Vanilla. Hunters really were viable. Yes, they were. They were really good. And mages were good for more than casting Detect Magic. Yes, they were. You wanted like 8 per raid. The druid thing, not so much. It could be done. Don't get me wrong. You could wear a lot of really good high-end gear and tank Ragnaros. No worries. So I was like, but all the others, that was legitimately normal. That's absolutely fine. Mages were very, very good. Mages were shit in the Burning Crusade. Yeah, mages? Do you remember? Do you remember when you were shit? The Burning Crusade. That's when it was. That's when it was. One mage? Nice. Intellect. It was far optimal. But it was far from optimal. But people who were out to enjoy themselves and had a bit of situational awareness could do the content, if only just barely. Eventually, Fat Frostbolt whispered me. I kind of feel like every time you get a whisper, you go, hello, my friend. We are going for progress, and we have stopped drinking. Oh my god, the Finnish guild stopped drinking. And we've decided to go Finnish only. I was instantly kicked and spent the Hi! Yeah, okay. We're going Finnish only? Bye. I was instantly kicked and spent the rest of Vanilla buying epics from one of the top guilds farm raids for gold. It's not. It's Finnish. It's Finnish. You're doing it wrong. You're listening wrong. Bert, meanwhile, had joined one of the top guilds in the world, but got kicked after a month for missing a raid because he had gone to his grandma's birthday. Progress is serious business. But now TBC is around the corner. We were all stoked for a different experience. Are you saying it's Seta? Is this Paragon's story? Seta the alcoholic. Seta. I don't know. Chapter 3, The Burning Crusade. Squid on a stick. I don't know where we're going. Oh, Doc, you're finished. You're finished. This was a community of druids on the forum. There was a community of druids on the forum. And I was a part of it. We wanted to be more than just healers, and TBC delivered on that promise as I could tank dungeons like a boss as a bear. That glorious leveling experience as a druid was one of the best moments in WoW, where I could solo elites and watch the others cry and moan as they struggled to do as much damage while having high survivability. We were overpowered and not due to being nerfed just yet. Though it happened later and many bears' tears were spilled. I know, I capped just before that happened. It was amazing. I started my own guild, along with Burton, and by extension his friends that I had met at a LAN launch party. We raided Karazhan and I got my first experience as a guild and raid leader. We didn't use the DKP, we wanted people to feel enticed to join. So we just rolled for loot with moderation. As in I kept a check of who got what and skipped over anybody who had been a little bit too lucky. I set an example as I geared up newbies before myself and set a friendly tone in raids. Nope. Never gonna work. Never gonna work. I know I'm a level-headed guy and I can sort this loot system out, no problem. We're all just gonna be chummy about the loot drops. Right, guys? Look, I gave away my loot to a new player who's definitely going to stay. Right, guys? Right, guys? I sounded like a pretty good guy, right? Being humble, setting others before myself. It did not last. Oh, shit. Did you go ham? We were unlucky with a few people who joined up. Got some epics and left immediately. No! Really? When your guild rule is to sort of give stuff to new guys, they just kind of left pretty quickly after getting gear? That is shocking. 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 It really is. Absolutely shocking. Some people left not just after the raid, but during the raid when they got epic weapons. I like that. Really? You're giving me all this loot? Yeah, but you won't get any for a while. Okay then, so G quit then. Can you imagine this guy? It's like, yeah, I'll join your Karazhan raiding guild. Oh, cool. Oh, what do you mean? Oh, well, we give loots to newbies as a way to let you know that you're welcome. Oh, cool. Okay, so I get this and this and this. And, okay, you've had quite a bit of loot now, so we're not going to give any to you for a while. Aha, all right then. Well, G quit then. And so, see you later. That was a great time, though. Thanks, guys. This put a strain on all of us, but mostly on me. My blood pressure was through the roof. I was keeping people in line. I was keeping track of everything, and I had to fake a good mood for weeks. But one item dropped that made all the difference for the guild. It was something I wanted. Oh, no! It's something... I don't mind passing all this crappy loot. I don't. But then something dropped that I actually really wanted. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. It was Terestian I missed Terestian! Oh, what was his second name? That was a good fight. That was a good fight. Imps aplenty. Much cleave. Terestian Stranglestaff, the squid on a stick. No. Black Tap. We're in Karazhan. We're in a Karazhan feeder guild is where we are. Let me get it square with people who are right here. It's a Karazhan feeding guild. Okay, the lightning charge trinket could have been a good one, but not for the old bear. Yeah, shit just got real over Terestian Stranglestaff. Ooh, we're going real. We're going ham. The squid on a stick. It dropped rarely for us, but being the optimistic raider and leader, I had passed it on to others to set a good example. You're the main tank. Get the upgrade. You're the main tank, raid leader, and guildmaster. Nobody will give a shit. People were starting to make fun of me. Teasing me with it. And it becomes somewhat of a joke that I'd never get it. What, were you giving it to priests and stuff? Were people just saying they needed it for a joke and you were like, for the good of the guild, here you go, take it. And all these fucking hunters and shit are like, yeah, I got it too. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? You fucking idiot. Okay, fine. Oh, well, look, I've got an agility staff and a priest. Are we doing it right now, guys? Oh, my God. It started to get on my nerves, but I didn't show it. Now we're containing the anger right in the pit of the belly until we explode, right? Now we're going to bury all that emotion right down in the stomach. Right down in the stomach. I focused on doing the best I could and kept pressing on through progression and even more recruitment. I found a hunter to join us, a promising chap with good gear. He looks nice. He joined the next raid and was the 4th time the staff had dropped. The hunter was not only being a good sport, but a really upbeat kind of guy that was praising how chilled and relaxed we were. I thought to myself that this person is someone we want to keep. This is our kind of guy. So it seemed like a great idea to pass on the staff once again to a guy on his first raid. He said to me, "You don't have to pass. Leave it." As he'd heard the joke about me never getting it. But I insisted. Take it, take it, take it. Glad that he was a good man to join us. He got the staff, equipped it in front of me, did an orc dance as people congratulating each other on loot, and then quit the guild. G quit. Bye. See you later. Cash paid death. See you, buddy. Ventrilo went dead silent. He spammed /lol at me on the seconds counted down. I just stared at the screen. I thought back to all the times I was denied looted dungeons and raids in vanilla, and here I was, in complete control, being fucked time and again by everybody. I pressed my push to talk button and solemnly apologized to the rest of the raid that I had once again failed the guild due to my poor choices and that I cannot take it anymore. I called the raid, told them to find another tank if they wanted to continue, and logged off. I was furious with myself. The rage had built up to boiling point, and with a heave I flipped over the sofa in my living room. I broke the coffee table. On that note, I stopped playing for a bit and told the hospital with my broken hand that someone on the internet had pissed me off. Well. Then he came back though. The joys of progression. You ready? You ready? Our guild had disbanded, but my friends invited me to join a very, very good guild that I'm still in to this day. Gruul's Lair and McDerridon were cakewalks. As we had a ton of Shadow Priest. I got to tank on bosses and DPS on trash because my class was viable. We reached Lady Vash, and then progression grinded to a complete halt. Vash the killer. Ball juggling went fine. Well, we've all had a lot of practice. Yeah? But we just didn't have the deeps. Really? For Vash? Vash is a control fight. You should have had the deeps. I'm just saying. Introducing a rival guild leader. Boris. Ha! Boris. In comes Boris. Introducing a rival guild leader. We borrowed some of his DPS to at least finish the raid. Oh my god, he's a raid peddler. He's a raid peddler. It's like them lone people that aren't lone people. He's like a raid shark, isn't he? I have the people for you, yes? You need people for Vash? I have people for Vash. Yes? Don't worry about payment. We talk about payment later, okay? Here is the people for Vash. You go kill Vash. We talk later, okay? We talk later about this Vash. This is how Vash is going to go. Yes, yes, my men will kill Vash for you. He's fine. He's fine. We talk about payment later. You know it's coming in. You know it. It took us right over the edge and we killed it. We celebrated with cheers that you normally only ever heard in vanilla. Taking it to the official forums, we proudly claimed that this content was cleared for our guild. Which was technically true. Boris, however. In comes Boris. Boris started to spread rumours about how we didn't really do it because we had used DPS from his. And that we were a sham and pretending to be better than we were. Oh, I crumbled you at the last moment. Killed your guild. This led to a huge forum debacle. Serious, right? Fucking serious. 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 The forums were angrily, people of both guilds angrily attacking each other openly, and it spread misery and anger towards several other threads on our Realm forum. It then spread to other forum threads. I'm not even shitting you guys. This shit went down. this shit went down, yeah? Not only was it couldn't even contain itself to a single forum thread. Multiple forum threads were dealing with this Lady Vash situation, which was kind of a big deal. I don't want to be that guy. Boris has done his work. Boris has started it. Boris has brought it down. Good players were scarce, and this caused a huge number of people to swap between the guilds on the server. And whenever some guild coaxed a member to join them, it got very, very nasty. Very, very. I don't want to tell you, but ooh, them forum threads, trade chat, yeah, trade chat, no go zone. Don't go into trade chat. Don't want to be there, son. Fucking dangerous. Minefield, trade chat. The argument kept going on for a long ass time, and during a raid in the Black Temple, where I was tank swapping on Gurtog Blood Boil, Boris whispered me, angry, that we had stolen some of their players. Gurtog was next in our progression, and we had been unlucky and stuck on this fight for a while. I had my roles set and I was on autopilot for this fight and never screwed up. It's kind of hard to screw up as a tank. So I chatted during the fight, denying the accusation. Oh, you were typing during Gurtog? Good lord. Denying the accusation, explaining that they had sought us. They came to us. Boris, leave me be. Your players came to us. Tempers flared between him and I was getting sick of this ongoing argument. I wanted to beat him with words, and the world around me went blank as I was typing furiously. Vent exploded. What the fuck are you doing? I looked up from my chat and saw that I was in fact dead. I had missed a swap and the other tank had died. Then I had died. We had wiped, while being oh so close to finally killing it. I was arguing in chat, I mumbled, completely embarrassed by my fuck up. Boris got a message. Player has wiped. Oh no! Oh no! DBM! DBM! You got DBM wrecked. DBM wrecked. The worst kind of wrecked. Boris received a message. Player has wiped on Gurtog Blood Boil at 2%. And wrote me, whoops, how unfortunate. Oh my god! DBM no! DBM no! Oh no! I was suspended from raiding, as someone had to be punished as a scapegoat for this ridiculous moment and let the guild steam off. DBM owned. Later, I actually met Boris in real life through a guildie that invited a bunch of people on a villa vacation in the south. He didn't recall this at all. He doesn't even remember. Boris has got so many fingers in so many pies, like he can't keep track of them all. We got along famously, and we're still friends today, and I shit you not, he even named his firstborn child after me. Oh, Boris. Boris is the octopus. Good times. Illidan tanking. Oh, don't tell me you tanked Illidan as a druid. Ah, shit. DBM is a dirty snitch. My guild leaders are great comrades. Illidan tanking. Our druid story continues. Whenever there's a raid encounter with one man, where one man can make all the difference, it puts a lot of weight on his shoulders. I was that person at Illidan. We had progressed to Illidan, and that was the culmination of all we had worked for. The big bad, the betrayer, the dropper of glaives, the demon-blooded night elf that threatened to destroy everything in an emo rage. I would say Illidan was pretty emo, to be honest. During the Fellfire Elemental phase, tanks had to grab one each and circle the grate in the middle of the floor. This was a painstaking phase, not because we had to move them, but because we had to watch out for the laser beam that Illidan randomly shot across the ground during this. Pissed it. I died to it every single time. Oh, how? It's so obvious. Fuck you. How do you die to that? My god. My god. My god. My god, how? It's a giant blue laser beam. Just move out of the way. The guild was getting sick of me. I had 24 people staring back at me. Although, to be fair, your other tank should have been picking it up if you died. It's not that hard. I'm just saying. There's backups. The guild was furiously looking for a tank to replace me, and had begun gearing another one to take my place. But fortunately for me, they simply couldn't get one. Joke's on you. Joke's on you. No one else wants to do it. I can't believe someone in your guild had re-rolled to a druid and was starting to get gear while you were still in the raid. I think that is fucking hilarious that you stuck it out. Well played, though. That takes moxie to stand there while they're doing that. Last chance, mate, I was told. We can't keep being stuck on this, and as much as we like you, this has got to stop. I figured this was to put a bit of a fright in me. They're just checking, right? They're just checking. I figured this was to put a bit of a fright in me, as I knew they would have replaced me if they could, but it was a sober reminder that I was literally the only person stopping us from killing this fight. We reached the phase to a chorus of "Here we go again," and prayers of "Please don't let him fuck this up again." Ah, that's gotta be heartbreaking. We get to the phase, it's like, please don't fuck this up. Please don't fuck this up. Begging you. We're begging you. I assume, just for the sake of story, you can follow it up on the email. I assume they put you on the first one, so it died first, right? They didn't keep you like on the second one. Which would be hilarious. By the way, if they did that, I would actually really find that really funny. Okay. I did my dance, moving the elemental, keeping an eye on the sky, but not seeing anything for the fire and the big bear butt. Move! It came from vent, and I ran in whatever direction I was facing, right into the beam. Oh my god. Move! Ah! Take me, light! Take me! Run right into the beam. I let go of my mouse and keyboard and planted my face into my hands, utterly defeated, when suddenly Ventrilo exploded with a massive "You're still alive! Keep playing! Keep playing! You're still alive!" mixed in with other furious exclamations of me failing this yet again. I looked up. I was still there. I was still alive. The fight was still going on. The health and the elemental ticked down, and we did it. We cleared it. The face. Take it. A paladin had used lay on hands in an epic moment. Baller. And should have been doing that ages ago, by the way. In an epic moment of clarity, and had saved my life. We took down Illidan on that evening to a massive cheers that I will never forget. I was being patted on the shoulder, and people apologised for being rough on me. Why? You still failed. You still failed? Why is no one patting the paladin on the back? Like, bro, for real, this guy. Not you, Druid. This guy, right here, this guy. Congrats, Pally! Pally, take your mace. Take your mace. Even though I'd still messed up, all was forgiven in the bliss of a kill. Epilogue. I've had many, many more adventures, and especially drama through the rest of the expansions, involving a Polish mafia in our midst, girl trouble, progression halts and loot arguments, falling out of a swimming pool and crashing a jeep. But those are for our next writings. Thank you so much for reading this. Thanks to all the ballers for listening. You're all amazing for listening and sharing these stories. Love you all. Thank you for your story. Good times. Good times. I hope now you can actually do it. I hope now you can cope with that. 10 minutes. All right, I'm going to speed through this. Okay, I'm going to absolutely speed through this. I thought it was kind of funny. It's like a 5-man drama. Right, I need a hunter, a rogue. Oh, right, we don't need a hunter. We need a rogue. The rogue is the author. A feral druid. A lady druid. A druid healer. And a DK tank. Okay. So, who's yellow? Roguies. I'm going to go with that off kind of orangey look, I think. Thrax. Thrax will be the rogue. Feral druid, someone proper orange. Orange. Screen time. Screen. I'm just going to go with screen. Another druid, another orange. All the orange. Icewind. Excellent. And red. DK. Who's red? Red. I'm not going with Shag Flaps. You know I love you, but I'm not doing it. Titan's Anvil. Ooh, sounds like a DK name. I'm joking. Sounds like a warrior name. Titan's Anvil. Titan's Anvil. Okay, that's it. All right, this is going to be super fast. Let's get through this. I'm going to go see my son. This story is taken entirely from a single 5-man group. Now, you've got to ask yourself, how badly a drama can there be in a single 5-man? A single 5-man. But here we go. I'm a hunter. My two friends were a rogue named Thrax, who's my guild master and co-GM. Oh no, who's my guild master and the co-GM, who's a feral druid called Screen. We queued as 3 deeps for a random heroic, and we were fishing while waiting. All 3 of you were fishing? That's so weird. All in a Skype call, just chilling out, trying to get some dailies done like any regular folk do in WoW. The queue pops out, and all just get ready to do a normal heroic dungeon. Wasn't anything special. I don't even think we had any quest designed for this dungeon today. It was just to have some fun, and we got the awesome train dungeon. Is this like so recent? Grimrail? Is there another train dungeon? Is it Grimrail? Oh god, this is going to be about the second boss, isn't it? Well, here we go. We like to think we are better than average. And knowing the capabilities of our new random select, without knowing the capabilities of our new random selected tank, we started by doing some good old CC to every trash pull we encounter. But both my friends were slacking a little bit on the damage in trash, leaving me to do most of the deeps. The tank, however, a DK named Titan's Anvil, seemed not to care about CC. Mop tank, fuck you. Mop tanking. Oh yeah, you know what I think about your CC? Blood boil, motherfucker. Blood boil, baby. Did I say Grimlair or Grimgots? Blood boil, yeah. Nice sheep. Blood boil, yo. Blood boil. You see my defile? Get in there. He kept doing the most AoE damage, seemingly to impress his lady friend, the healing druid Icewind, who in this story was his GM. So here we are, 2 random groups consisting of 3 friends and 2 friends. So of course, when the tank looks at the numbers for the first couple of pulls, he whips out his E-penis, Titan's Anvil, with a thud, and says into the group without even saying hello, "Hey, rogue druid, fix your DPS." You've all been there, right? You've all been there when that tank's like, "Hey, fix your DPS, yeah? Look at my blood boil damage, though. Yeah? Blood boil damage. Yeah? Fix it." So, of course, we on voice comms just laugh. Who cares, we thought. This is just trash. Didn't really matter. Both my friends did start pulling, but more DPS. And then came the first boss. We all smoked the DK, as expected, and he remained silent. The next 3 pulls are the ones that you have to go upstairs and the mobs just stand there throwing missiles at you. So it's quite simple to just go in there and kill them without taking much damage. So, Screen, the druid, went quickly up there and started doing some deeps. And of course, Icewind, the lady druid, was still drinking. And Titan, the tank, was waiting for her, being polite. I kind of got to put it out there. You should wait for the tank a little bit. Alright? Just saying. I'm just saying. You should wait for the tank a little bit. Alright? Especially if the healer resume after the fight. Which sounds like you guys were all stood in the AoE. Just saying. I don't want to judge. I don't want to judge. But it sounds like you stood in the AoE. Alright. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Might not be true. I don't know. I'm guessing. We didn't care much and quickly killed off the first mob without them. Which became a mistake according to the tank. But of course I had to make it worse. Because it's what WoW is all about. And I said, "Hey, DK, fix your aggro." The smugs. "Hey, DK, fix your aggro, yeah?" This pretty much turned the whole dungeon into a farce. And the tank decided that he was no longer going to tank. He sat on the floor and started saying all kind of curses, complaining about the healer getting mana. He was just waiting for her. But all in all, he was just making time for the timer so he could try kicking us. Or try kicking me for my mouthy comeback. Of course, both my friends, being buddies, voted no and laughed at him. So I decided to sit down and stare at his character. And we just sat there. Of course, we could have pulled the next two mobs on the ramp and killed them just as easily. But why bother when the tank was clearly not going to continue? Shit just got childish. Yeah? Shit just got childish as fuck. Now there's 2 people sat on the floor staring at their virtual characters, not doing anything now. Okay? This is what's happened. You've done 1 boss. There's like 3 trash packs before that. 3. They've killed like 10 mobs total in the whole dungeon. And this is how far you've gone. This is how far you've gone. Good God. Good God. So we decided to do the more intelligent things, of course. We ran up and started trying to misdirect Lady Druid. She died from bombs. DK wasn't fast enough to react to this pull. However, I had this particular macro to announce the misdirect target. We all run, vanish, feign death, shadow meld, but she couldn't do anything since she was a Worgen Druid with no way of dropping aggro. So now we're killing the other person who is completely innocent. Completely innocent. She's completely innocent. She's done nothing. She had a drink. We're killing the healer for having a drink. That's what we're doing. We're now going to kill the healer because she stopped to drink after the boss fight. Okay? Of course, this made the tank and healer team get even more frustrated and mad at us, arguing that I should be kicked off the group and even from my own guild. To what Thrax said, you should put a complaint in with his GM. Guilty by association. We all just had a good laugh. The tank kept trying over and over to vote kick me, saying that I was a terrible player. And then we spent the next, I'd say, hour waiting to see who would bail first. Why do you have so much free time? Where did you get it from? Where did you find this time that you could do this? Where? Where did you find the time to do this? Where? Oh my God. Who's going to crack first? Like it's a test of wills? A test of wills? Oh my God. Ah. With the random vote kick every once in a while. But we weren't just going to sit there, right? Not just going to sit there. We're not stupid. We're not just going to sit there. Thrax and me went to do some old content raids while in the instance group. I even got lucky with a mammoth drop in the Vault of Archivon. At this point in time, Icewind and Scream were in the middle of whispers trying to find a peace... You're negotiating? We're in the middle of whispers trying to find a peaceful solution to our problem. And to try and continue the instance without further issues. We're negotiating. We're negotiating now. We're negotiating. To try and get Grimrail done. Grimrail's kind of a big deal. Let's negotiate and see what we can come up with. The druid suggested that I should apologise. So I did. I whispered her and said, I'm sorry I killed you, smiley face. With a smile. Trying to be friendly. But of course they thought I was being a sarcastic piece of shit. I didn't understand why they didn't like the smiley face. You don't like smileys? So more and more arguing started from that. They kept on demanding that I should leave the group, saying that they would have kicked a member of their guild if the situation was backwards, and again tried to vote kick me out. So it came out my awesome idea to outsmart them. Let's see if they were paying as much attention as they thought they were. I told my friend no matter what, vote yes to the next kick, and they even got confused when they saw what it was about. What I did was right-click the name of the druid, vote kick her, but on the reason I typed my own name, DK instantly voted yes without realising he was kicking his own healer out of the group. He probably was incredibly mad at this point. We were laughing our ass off for the next 5 minutes. Victorious! Nobody won this, alright? Nobody won this. Nobody won this. Nobody. Trust me, you lost. You may feel like you won. You lost. You lost. It's not genius. It's a failure. It's a failure. It's a failure. It's bad. No, nobody. No, you all lost. Everybody in that group lost. You did. You lost. That does bring us to the end of Drama Friday, my friends. There is a web show tomorrow. At 8 p.m. London time. GMT. Greenwich Mean Time. Me and Mr. Ghosty kicking back, talking rating, all that kind of stuff. And we'll be talking about what we're going to do for our Christmas special web show, which is coming up. And it happens to be around my birthday. So drinking game, maybe. Wifey. Bad dog. Hey, buddy, I haven't seen you all day. Where's my boy? He's having his dinner. Hey, doggy. Did you enjoy your day? Good boy. Have a great weekend, guys, if I don't see you at the web show. If not, do something good, and I will see you tomorrow. All right, guys. Yeah, good stories today. Enjoyed it. Thank you so much to everyone who writes in. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.